pack. Settle in, because we've got a good one to tell you about today.
A wet one, a slow one, and I'll say it, a quieter one than usual if you know me at all.
Kylo, quiet, making the show, that's basically breaking news.
I contain multitudes, Roxy.
You contain a lot of things. We'll get into some of them.
Ominous, I like it. Let's go.
So this one's actually mine. I'd added Fishing Day to the adventure box a while back.
Which explains a lot, honestly, because the second she started reading the slip, I already knew where we had to go.
I hadn't even finished the word fishing.
And I'm already shouting. Whispering Willow Creek, there was no debate. No other option on the table.
I do like that you had zero doubt.
Zero some things you just know.
So the pack should know, this was all new territory for Kylo. He'd never fished before.
Which meant I had a lot of very important questions.
He did. I walked him through everything, how to hold the rod, how to cast. And then he hit the part of fishing nobody warns you about.
The waiting. Nobody tells you. It's 90% standing there doing absolutely nothing.
He got so grumpy, arms crossed, glaring at that little orange bobber. Like it had personally wronged him.
It felt personal. Roxy, it just sat there, floating smug.
A bobber cannot be smug.
This one was smug.
So I told him, stop staring at the one thing you're waiting for, and actually look around you.
And I'll admit, reluctantly, that's when it got good.
There was a dragonfly hovering over the water near the reeds, just kind of hanging there.
I found this patch of flat stones, and somewhere in there decided I was a professional stone skipper.
While I found this little patch of daisies on the bank.
Self-taught innovator, by the way, my stones.
We're absolutely coming back to that. There was also a frog just sitting on a lily pad the whole time, watching us like we were the entertainment.
Extremely judgmental frog. I felt his opinion of my technique and did not appreciate it.
And a whole family of ducks paddled by in a neat little line, like they were on a mission.
Very organized ducks, respect.
So we're wandering the bank, checking out all of this, and then, out of nowhere,
Splash, my bobber just disappears, straight under.
and this dog loses his mind.
I announce calmly and clearly, I've got one.
At a volume the whole creek could hear.
The ducks may have relocated briefly.
We pulled the line in together, his first real catch, and just looked at it for a second.
Small but mine.
And then we let it go, right back into the creek.
Felt like the right call. He's got his own stuff going on.
Okay, favorite moments. Mine's actually a three-way tie too, now that I think about it.
Go ahead.
Seeing that creek for the first time. There's something about it that makes you calm down the second you walk up, showing Kylo how to fish. And then watching his face the second he realized he actually caught something.
Mine's a three-way tie as well, and I need the pack to hear all three.
Go ahead.
1, the ducks. 2, the frog, even though he was rude about it. And 3, and this is the important one, my stone skipping method.
I want it on the record that I said absolutely nothing the first time I saw this.
Because it works.
It did not skip, not once.
It made contact with the water. That's the first step of any method.
Explain the technique to the pack. I want them to hear it out loud.
Simple. You turn your back to the water. You throw the stone directly over your head. Trust the process.
You can't even see where it's going.
That's part of the mystery.
Roxy, he calls it, a whole method.
Well, Roxy results may vary from dog to dog.
It's Roxy. 2 syllables we've had this conversation.
I heard every syllable, choosing my own path.
Quick Pupville update for the pack. Whispering Willow Creek is officially on the map now.
Crystal clear water, colorful stones everywhere, big willow trees leaning right over it.
Pine and wild clover in the air, reeds and lily pads along the edges. Genuinely one of the prettiest spots we've found.
We're going back, not a maybe.
And for anyone watching closely, a few small glitches slipped through on this one. The adventure box slip floated up in the air in one shot, instead of just sitting there.
And my fishing line, her fishing line, vanished for a second in another.
Mine, yes. There's also a moment where Kylo looks more like a teddy bear than an actual dog.
I'd like to formally distance myself from that shot.
And our gold tags were inconsistent throughout. Both of ours disappeared in a couple of frames. and showed up yellow instead of gold medal in a few others.
Just some quirks, noting them for the record.
All right, here's what I actually want to sit on for a second. Kylo, be honest with the pack. What actually made the day good?
Honestly, catching the fish felt amazing. I'm not going to pretend it didn't.
Nobody's asking you to pretend.
But it wasn't actually the best part.
No?
No going in, I thought. Catching the fish was the adventure. That was the whole point of the day, as far as I was concerned.
And by the end,
I realized all the other stuff. The waiting, the dragonfly, the ducks, the frog judging me, even the daisies. That wasn't just filler while we waited. That was part of the adventure, too.
the little moments matter.
The little moments matter.
Okay, Pack, here's today's Pack question.
Has spending fishing day with us made you want to go fishing, or maybe give it another try if it's been a while?
Drop it in the comments. We genuinely want to hear about it.
Bonus points if your stone skipping technique is weirder than mine. I don't think that's possible, but prove me wrong.
We'll be back at that creek again sometime, no doubt. But what's coming next?
She won't tell me. I've asked 3 times.
Staying cryptic on purpose, Pack. You'll just have to wait and see.
Which, if you were paying attention today, apparently I'm getting better at.
Slightly better.
I'll take it. Enjoy what matters one moment at a time.
Side by side forever, love that never bends. It's Roxy, Kylo,